enough to get here and not have any issues. Still a lot of questions out there, though. Julie Wolf been working with folks on our Facebook page, who've been reaching out with questions. Folks asking about tow trucks, the tow trucks that have towed cars off the roads. They want to find out where their vehicles are. Julie, do we have any answers on that?
Hey, Karen, we want to answer another question first that we're getting here. A lot of questions are coming on to us that are specific to traffic areas. So we're Highway 92, likely safer than those other ones, but again, to be careful on them because there is still some spotty ice. And then the other question, Karen, that you've been mentioning, asking about towed cars. We've gotten this from a couple of people. So Georgia State Patrol is telling us they towed cars to the shoulder of the interstates today. Yesterday, in the middle of that mess, some of those cars were towed to nearby lots. A-Tow was the company that was contracted to do that. The best way for you to get a hold of your car if you don't see it on the shoulder of your road is to call 511 and describe where your car was left. They will track it down to you. But again, most cars should be on the shoulder of the road. Also, we've talked to some other different municipalities, different policing agencies, and they tell us they towed the cars off the road into nearby parking lots. None of the agencies we've talked to today have talked anything about impounding.
I know I've been getting slammed with a lot of questions about if you walk away from your vehicle, how do you reclaim it, or if that vehicle is no longer there, where do you find it? So that's the information that you really want to take note of and make sure that you are crystal clear on if you try to retrieve your automobile.
Absolutely. Got that from a Jay Lett from the Alpharetta area who had walked away from his vehicle to go get something warm, came back, it was gone. His wife hasn't seen him. She's concerned. He can't find his car. So hopefully 511, the number she can call, they can find out perhaps where that car has been towed along with some other folks.
I think that's the paradox that a lot of motorists find themselves in. You know, you don't want to have to go through the ordeal of trying to find your car and how it complicates an already very complicated situation around Atlanta Metro.
The frightening thing is all the truckers on the roads, you know, there's something where they can't be on the roads in those trucks for long periods of time. You know, our Paul Crawley has been out in Fairburn where there are a lot of trucks still on the side of the road, truckers still in those. Let's see what they had to say to him about their hours and what they're doing next.
I'm Paul Crawley in Fairburn at a truck stop. Just
kids, we're told, all at home at this point. 110 extra personnel from GDOT on the roads, and the National Guard has been called tomorrow. Just to recap of some of what we've been hearing.
And we heard a news conference about an hour ago. It lasted about 45 minutes with Governor Deal and Mayor Reed. They talked about some of the issues that they have been facing as making judgment calls about the weather. What did they know about the weather? When did they know it? Trying to answer those kinds of questions. Governor Deal talked